Hey everybody. So, I told you guys that I would get back with you and let you guys know what the doctor said about the hip and the back. Oh boy. So, I called it. I've been doing post rehab for almost 20 years. So, trust me, I knew the protocol. So, I'm on muscle relaxers. So, that stuff kind of makes you a little high, but not high. And I'm on a different anti-inflammatory. I don't know if I could say it helps because walking around the hospital 2 days in a row from stuff that I need to do, um, my hip was on fire last night. My back was on fire. So here's what happens. Next week, I go in to have an MRI done because he wants to look at the nerves, which I knew. As I said, the pain was going all the way down to the ankle, the shin, the calf, the whole 9 yards. So there is some stuff pushing on the nerve, and he believes that it could be a disc. So I had two options. I either had one without going and getting an MRI, doing a spinal injection with a steroid, or do the MRI and then take the spinal injection after we see what's going on. So, of course, I opted for option B, which is get the MRI done, see if there's any damage to any discs, which again, I kind of know is that I either probably one have a bulging disc or I have something going on in the spine, which is pressing on the nerve, which is creating the sciatic pain, which is creating the muscle spasms, which is pulling the bone, which is creating all of this. So I'm pretty sure it's a bulging disc, but won't know until the MRI is done. If that's the case, again, everybody's got jokes. I've got all my guys that I've known for a long time going, oh, it's from all those years of taking it up the ass, or, oh my God, it's from all the years of fucking, and yada yada. So let me say this again. Sorry, I have dry mouth too. Let me say this again. It's a calamity of so many different things. One, before the entertainment business, I used to stand on a gym floor for 70 hours a week training at least at a minimum of 30 people a week. Repetition, 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 over and over and over, showing how to do push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, and all the dumbbell work, and all the squats, and all the whatever. Now let me add into the mix that I trained really hard. I did bodybuilding for so long. The muscles have been pulling bones and joints and carrying weight load more than it's designed to do. Again, I'm only 5'4", and my ass is doing 1,100 plus pounds on a leg press, and sometimes even having a 200-pound guy sit on the sled. All those years of doing that. Now, fast forward that when I moved to DC, I had sold my car in Los Angeles, moved to DC, had no car. So all the grocery shopping, all the shopping to buy furniture and everything else, that was done by metro or a taxi. Groceries being carried up a minimum of 2 or 3 flights of stairs every week, also added on to it. So not only that, but again, I've been wrestling and doing private wrestling sessions since probably 2001. So that doesn't help. And then on top of it, yeah, the sex industry where your legs are like this and like this and like this and like this and like this. Yeah. So all of it. Not one factor here or one factor there. It's the fact that I've had a very active life. And my horse, let me just say, horseback riding and all that stuff, my thoroughbred horse is over 17 hands high, and needless to say, riding Clifford is all those years was a feat within itself as well. And my softball days, being a catcher, that was about, again, squatting full time, basically from the time I was 8 years old till I played all the way up until I was about 20 behind the plate. So all of that. Um, so do I feel optimistic? Absolutely. Um, I think that once I can get the shot and just be done with it, hopefully I don't need surgery, that we will know, because after the MRI, it's either a shot or surgery consultation. Now, do I know that three of the main people that I know who are predominant in the fitness industry that are personal friends of mine, one has had a hip replacement, two have had back surgeries. Again, bodybuilding isn't a healthy lifestyle. So assuming that, just because we can rip and shred at one point, preparing for a contest doesn't mean that we're actually healthy. All my blood work came back. I'm pretty good on everything else except for cholesterol. So welcome to a high protein diet. So again, when you keep buying into the keto diet, lovers, I have said this forever and a day. Going in ketosis, one, can damage your kidneys without you even realizing that you're increasing protein into the kidneys. So you're buying into a program that sure you're skinny, but you're not healthy. The cholesterol that you're taking by eating a huge amount of protein and saying, yes, you should eat high fat in your diet so that you can be whatever. Again, I'm going to say this, is that the body consumes calories, and depending upon what they are, calorie count is by the expenditure of energy to break down the food, and that's what a calorie is. So eating steak and bacon and all that stuff in high excess, the body does have to burn more, so it heats up the body more, which burns calories more than eating lettuce or fish or whatever. But the cholesterol level that are in these high fat diets that everybody's pushing you to do keto, keto, keto. Keto stands for ketosis, meaning that when the particles are being broken down, it's not just going in through the digestive tract, that it's actually the kidney is beginning to take on the protein, the kidney and the liver actually. And many people will find out that eating a high protein diet with less carbohydrates and less vegetables and fiber, again, the protein is going to absorb into the liver, which can cause anything from gout, and gallbladder is also involved in that too. So again, many people get gallstones and kidney stones by going on a high ketosis diet. So again, don't buy into the fad thing. Going into ketosis is something that bodybuilders do, and prepping for a contest to shred and rip the fat off. Most bodybuilders don't stay on ketosis diets forever. It's just during the contest phase, and then go back into an even balance. If you want an even, healthy diet, equal portions of protein and carbs and a small percentage of fat, good fat, is good for you. But that doesn't mean it's bacon. It means it's like an avocado. It means seeds and nuts and those type of fats. Everybody got into the kick about coconut oil and all that stuff, and almond butters and everything else. Nut butters are good. I even do peanut butter. That was like my mainstay of crunching my need for sugar. But there is sugar added unless you're getting an all-natural peanut butter, which most people don't want to eat because it's disgusting. So that's the reason why a lot of bodybuilders started using the peanut butter powders and stuff like that. I don't think until I'm in a contest phase do I really want to choke down peanut butter powder again. Been there, done that, but it's there. So again, you can be healthy as a horse and still die of a heart attack because your cholesterol level is high. So what my main focus will be, besides my back, is this week going into more of a seafood diet again, starting to cut back on the red meat again, starting to cut back even on the chicken and the turkey, and lower this cholesterol. It's not extremely high, but I definitely don't want it in that level. So with that said, you guys, that in a nutshell is I'm kind of glad that I'm getting all this stuff done with the doctor so I can just keep it moving and get back on course and get back to the gym. My roommate is like, when are we going back? And my doctor's like, yeah, let's wait for this MRI. And my acupuncturist has been on hold. So I'll go back next week and see the acupuncturist. My doctor says that that's okay. By the way, my doctor is so cool. Like, they originally gave me some old guy, and I didn't want to have an old guy doctor. So I picked this doctor in the DC area, and how hella cool, my doctor's got blue hair. Or at least he did when he walked in the other day. So I'm excited. I like new age thinking. He was happy that I'm doing acupuncture, and he was more than thrilled to know that I know what the fuck I'm doing and that we have exhausted all those avenues first. So needless to say, I think him and I can get my body back on track. That I don't need surgery, that only a steroid shot will help, even though I hate needles. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, namaste. Be good humans. Practice what you preach, and have an awesome day.